Hello La Sierra bikers, I'm Brett. I'm one of the coaches for the team. Today we're going to go over a pack check. Now this pack check is something you should do every day before a ride, and it's going to become really commonplace. The pack that you have, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It doesn't need to be bike specific. We like to wear camel packs because it allows us to put water in there, and it has a bunch of different pockets for different items. And I'll go over those different items in there. So here's all the contents of my pack. Some of these things are incredibly important and you have to have on every ride. Some of these things are kind of bonus things that you may want to work to eventually and have in your kit. Number one, we need to have 2 liters of water. A lot of us like to use bladders inside of our camel pack. This isn't necessary. We can also carry 2 bottles, bike bottles like this. If you don't have bottles like this, ask one of our coaches. We have about 3,700 of these. The next item that's most important also is having at least 1 snack per hour. Most of our practices are 2 hours, so you're going to want to have 2 snacks. The snacks come in a variety, shapes, forms. They don't have to be anything special. There's Cliff Bars and Pro Bars. There's gummies, meat sticks, goo shots. Even a candy bar is going to be fine. Just something that's going to put some calories in your belly. The next items that you have to have in your pack is a tube, and this tube needs to fit your bike tire. There's a lot of different sizes. If you have questions, ask us coaches, but we need to have a tube in your pack or attached to your bicycle for every ride. In order to pump that tube up, we need to have a small pump. Again, if any of these things are hard for you to get, ask us coaches. We'll make sure that you get one. But most of these pumps are small. They can attach to your bicycle or be in your pack. Also, for changing a tire, we need to have at least 2 tire levers. I prefer them pretty heavy duty so that we're not going to break them. They come in all kinds of colors and shapes, but we want to have at least 2 of these in the pack. Also, if we get more than 1 flat, we want to have the ability to change a flat. So a small little patch kit like this. There's lots of different of these available. Again, we have these for you if you can't get your hands on one. The next items I'm going to go over are kind of the next level or bonus items that you'll like to eventually work towards. The next most important item is a multi-tool. Again, there's lots of different styles. The most important thing is that you have the kinds of tools you're going to be able to work on your bike to get you home from a broken or a mechanical problem and get you back to the trailhead. We will go over these in depth in another video. A lot of us are riding tubeless tires, and instead of patch kits, we like to bring plugs. Again, this is something we'll go over different, but this is something that I carry always in my pack. For those of us that have bikes with suspension, a shock pump, at least one in the group is a good idea. Again, this isn't required. This is just something that I like to have in my pack. A little kit to do bathroom in the woods, some hand sanitizer and some toilet paper, always a good idea. The last thing that I always keep in my pack, and again, this isn't required, but these are good things, especially for you advanced riders to consider, is a little repair kit. And I keep a variety of items in here, and we can go over these things in depth, but it includes items like extra bolts, extra valves, and probably the most important thing for me is a extra derailleur hanger. Again, these are something that you want to eventually work to as you're doing larger rides. One thing our pack should have is extra clothing, and that's going to depend on the time of year. So our pack has to have enough capacity depending on what we're trying to carry. I like to always have a lightweight rain jacket or windbreaker, even in the summertime, because we live in the mountains, anything can happen. As we ride more in the wintertime, that's going to change. We may have extra jackets, we may need to have a rain jacket that's a little bit more hardcore, a little more robust. So we need to put the things that we need to wear or potentially wear on any given ride in any given weather in our pack. So this is the contents of our pack. Some things we absolutely need to have in there, some are bonus items, and it's something that you'll be able to decide and build over time.